presence. Let me tag this text for this preaching moment with this thought. Good fortunes from my misfortunes. I thought y'all would want to shout after that. Good fortunes from my misfortunes. I need to ask the question, is there anybody in here beside me that have had some misfortunes? Then you're in good company, because David said, it is good for me that I have been afflicted. Beloved, let me ask another question. Has life ever given you a wake-up call? Let me articulate it more clearly. People who travel a lot are familiar with a service offered by hotels in the form of a wake-up call. At a certain hour, we are disturbed from our sleep and awakened by a recorded message on the phone system. When you answer, there is usually a voice on the other end says, this is your wake-up call. This is your wake-up call. And then at the end they often say, have a good day. Life has a way of giving us a wake-up call. Life has a way of bringing us into maturity and helping us to see the world through different kinds of lenses. Until that happens, we sleep through our nights and most of our days unaware of the passing of time or the urgency of the moment. For most of us, our wake-up call comes as a result of a trial, a test, or a challenge that forces us to see life from a different perspective. Are y'all gonna stay with me? Yeah. It's in a moment of truth that we realize the importance of the little things and the insignificance of fame, popularity, and wealth. And nothing highlights life-changing moments better for us than afflictions. Nothing highlights it better than adversity, extreme difficulty, life-threatening situation, the prospect of death, failure and destruction. And in the face of crisis, we reach a moment of reality when we discover things which have been hidden for many years. There are countless number of people who have found God in their moments of life-changing experiences. Yet there are moments of truth in the midst of their afflictions. In those moments, they suddenly realize that in spite of all of their education, in spite of all their contacts, in spite of all of their friends, in spite of all of their social status, resource, and connections, what they really needed in their life was to be in the presence of God. Life-changing moments vary. For some it came as they faced some health crisis. For others it came as a result of a marital breakdown. Others reached their moment of truth while dealing with issues related to their children. Still others face their life crisis when they experience the death of someone they depended upon for everything in life. But these moments of crisis are unmistakably addressed in the text, and they are addressed as misfortunes. Misfortunes. The Old Testament pericope today focused on David explaining that his troubles and his misfortunes turn out for the best. Help me somebody. His troubles and his misfortunes turn out for the best. I just walked on somebody's street. His misfortunes and his troubles turn out for the best because they helped him to refocus his attention on God. The larger text that's captured here, Psalms 119, 56 through 72, is a passage in which David explains his discovery that God deals with him according to his word. He asked God for instruction to prevent himself from straying away. He declares that his trust is in God, even though he has been lied on and slandered. Help me, Holy Ghost. See, I know there's some folk in here been lied on and slandered, but instead of you continuing to trust in God, you turned away from God. David said, no, even though folks have lied on me, talked about me, called me everything but a child of God, my trust is still in God. In God. And then in the text verse, he admits that it was good for him that folk lied on him. Ain't nobody gonna help me today, brother. Yeah, because some of y'all know you've been lied on and you still mad. Instead of you shouting and praising God for the fact that they lied on you. David said it was good that they lied on me. It was good that they talked about me. It was good that they tried to take me out. It was good. It was good. Look at your neighbor and tell me it was good. Yeah, I didn't like it then, but it was good. Because it made me better. It moved me to where I needed to be instead of where I wanted to be. It was good that they did all of the things to me. Yeah, it was good. It was good. He said, because see, in my afflictions, I learned more about God than ever before. David uses the word affliction. And affliction, beloved, does not always mean a physical sickness or a disease. Preach, Reverend, ain't nobody gonna help you. Affliction is a term used to describe a variety of misfortunes that includes physical attacks, loss of fortunes, misunderstanding, family disputes, and trouble in general. And you may not know it, but David was a good man. The book even says that he was a man after God's own heart. But David went astray. You didn't hear me. He was a good man, but he strayed. However, it was in his misfortune, it was in his down days, it was in his troubled times, it was in his life-threatening moments, it was in his darkest hours that he found good fortune. For it was then that he really discovered who the Lord really is. That's when he was able to see clearly that even in his difficulties, God had a divine purpose and work in his life. That's why Paul wrote in Romans 8:28. That's why Paul said, and we know all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord, to them that are called according to his purpose. Y'all ain't gonna help me in here. Every misfortune in your life is working out for your good. Every misfortune in your life, God is doing a new thing in your life. Yeah, I wish somebody pray with me right now. That means there's some good fortunes in every misfortune. Listen, your greatest blessings have come to you as a result of your greatest misfortunes. I know on same ground when I say you didn't get it together until you had some misfortunes in your life. You didn't change your direction. You didn't start sneaking and hiding. You didn't stop gambling and midnight raining. You didn't stop lying and cheating until you had going to get on out your way. But with that being said, there's at least three nuggets that's embedded in this text as to how misfortune moves us to good fortunes. First of all, misfortunes prompt us to think differently. Misfortunes prompt us to think differently. We become more serious in our thinking. We become more focused in our thinking. You see, it's easy to take life lightly when life is one big party and it's filled with drinking and food, fun, and sex. Who got time for some serious thinking? We don't worry about education and future and family or our spirituality. It's only when we are deprived of the means to achieve our leisure pursuits by a misfortune that we stop and take the time to think. Let me ask you a question here. When did the prodigal son start to think serious about the depth of which he had fallen? It was when he had wasted all of his sustenance. When did Elijah move from beside the brook and start to move as God commanded? It was when the brook dried up. When did Jonah decide to go to Nineveh and preach as God has commanded him? It was after he had been swallowed up. Y'all ain't gonna help me here. Yes, sometime before we make the change, misfortune has to swallow us up. We didn't change until